Good? Okay. Let's call the Wednesday, May 19th, 2021 Traffic Board meeting to order. Prior to the beginning of the meeting, I'm going to read the open meeting laws. Pursuant to the open meeting law, any person may make an audio or video recording of this public meeting or may transmit the meeting through any medium. Attendees are therefore advised that such recordings or transmissions are being made, whether perceived or unperceived, by those present and are deemed acknowledged and permissible. First order of business, Madam Secretary, can you take roll call, please?
Sure. Helen Rigo?
Here.
Natalie?
Here.
Tom?
Here.
Sergeant Dolan?
Here. So everyone's present. First on the agenda is citizen input. Is anybody here that is not on the agenda looking to speak to the traffic board? Okay, there's nobody for citizen input today. Second is the approval of the minutes from the April 21st, 2021 Traffic Board meeting.
Motion to accept.
Helen Rigo made a motion to accept the minutes.
We have to make a correction.
Oh, are you stopping that?
Yeah, the first paragraph, we did have attendance of applicants last month, so I'm gonna strike that out and put in that attendance, applicants were in attendance.
The mistake.
Okay, so the April 21st, 2021 meeting, the notes incorrectly state we had no attendance. However, we did have people in attendance during that, so there is a motion to correct the meeting minutes for the April of 2021 Traffic Board meeting. Do we vote on that?
Yeah.
Okay, I make a
'Cause it's
motion that
just-
we
yeah.
correct the meeting minutes for the April 2021 Traffic Board meeting. Will anyone second that?
Second.
Okay, Natalie seconds it. Anyone opposed to correcting the meeting minutes? Okay, Madam Secretary, can you take roll call?
They just corrected.
She can't hear me.
Helen?
Yeah.
A motion to correct the.
Yes.
Okay, Natalie?
Yes.
Tom?
Yes.
Sergeant Dolan?
Yes. So we'll correct the Traffic Board meeting minutes. Helen, you having a tough time hearing me?
Yeah.
Wow,
It's this thing.
I've got a big mouth.
He said, wow, he has a big mouth. You're having a tough time hearing him.
Yeah, I forgot my hearing aid.
Oh.
Oh, it's not me, it's you.
I forgot my buds.
Okay, we're gonna move on to the curb cuts.
Yep.
First is 180 Stetson Street. I read the report, checked the address. They're actually looking for, no, they already have it on Summerfield. They're just looking to put some on Stetson.
No.
That has,
I'm sorry, that's not correct. The curb I would like to have cut out is on Summerfield Street, on the edge, on where my driveway is now, on the side of the driveway, on the side of my garage, take my two vehicles off the street.
oh, so you wanna open up what you have?
Yes, 16 feet.
I went by there with the impression that he was looking to have it done on
He's got one there already?
Stetson.
Where? I can't see it.
Well, that's because it says it.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. When I went by there, that was the impression I got. However, the same still holds true. That's, parking's not really an issue in that neighborhood, so I don't see where making a wider driveway is gonna impact the neighbors, because he'll be able to get more cars off the street.
Well, if you read the last sentence, so you have an existing curb of 18 feet on Summerfield Street.
Yes, in front of the garage I have.
The request is to remove 16 feet of curbing from Stetson Street.
No, because it was 16 feet on Summerfield Street, extending that part so I can put a driveway.
So this is wrong.
I can see what you wanna make yours wider,
So
what you
we
have
can't-
wider.
We can't approve this.
But
It
this
has to-
application,
It has to be
Oh, I
corrected.
explained that to the woman when I went.
we can't approve this application.
And it can't go down to council like this either. It has to be fixed.
It was a mistake.
Can we, I know what he wants. He wants a wider driveway, and
Yeah, you're gonna have to go upstairs. I don't know if you can, but you'll have to go upstairs and see Patty.
Okay.
in planning, in engineering, and tell her that the traffic board cannot approve this as is because that's not what you requested.
Okay, well, I
'Cause-
did explain it to her the first time, but, all right.
I know, I'm sorry.
So can I go there now, or?
Yep, you want to bring this with you?
Sure. And then, we'll just come back down?
If she can type it
Mhm.
and get it ready and bring it down, I don't see why not, if we're still here, right? I don't know if she has to have the city engineer go
That's what I was gonna say.
and take a look at it, yeah.
Okay,
All right?
all right, thank you.
All right, I'll make a motion that we table this particular request. Anyone care to second the tabling of this motion?
Second.
Of this application? Natalie seconded it? So 180 Stetson Street is being tabled right now. Next up is 43 to 45 Ash Street.
Can I approach?
Sure.
the diagrams
Yes.
So I can hand out to start here. So I got kind of the diagrams.
Thank you.
So there's a retaining, a 28-foot retaining wall. The stairs, there's the house, and then there's stairs, a set of stairs, and after, well, there's a retaining walls on both sides of the stairs. But on the left side, if you look facing the house, the left side over here, there's a 28-foot retaining wall. I'm looking to remove and put in like 3 lanes of, it's a 3-tenement house, so potentially taking 6 cars off the road. Because you can't take partial retaining wall out.
Yep.
So it would basically be probably on a slight incline, and then obviously retaining walls would have to go back around
Mhm.
3 sides with railing on the sidewalk side of the house, on the side of the house.
Speaking on behalf of the traffic board, I had no issue with this at all because you're going to be alleviating any parking issues on Ash Street by
It's very tough
making a
parking
driveway.
on Ash Street.
28 feet of, a 28-foot wide driveway only really takes away 1 parking space, 1.5 parking spaces. And taking 6 cars off the street, I think is a good thing. So I'm going to make a motion to approve this application.
Is that next to
Middle Street.
Citizen for Citizens?
Close, close.
Yeah, wall, preparation.
That's Griffin Street. Ash Street is off of Sprague and Middle.
All right.
Okay, I make a motion that
But
43 to 45 Ash Street gets
One
approved.
question.
Yes.
Now, that wall's not down yet.
No.
No.
So do we have to wait the wall to go down and then
No.
approve it?
All
Or we
she's
can do it
asking
now?
for us to approve is the curb cut. That's
Okay.
engineering and,
Oh, okay, all right.
So, why do I have to get approval to take wall down?
No,
No,
just, that was
no.
just a question.
Oh, okay. Well, I just want to know.
no, I would think your contract is going
Yeah,
to let you know what he's
Right.
doing.
Right.
All right, there's still a motion on the table.
Seconded.
Natalie seconds it. Madam Clerk, can I have a roll call, please?
Sure. Helen?
Yes.
Natalie?
Yes.
Tom?
Yes.
Sergeant Dolan?
Yes. Okay, that's going to pass.
Thank
All
you.
set. You're welcome.
Thank you very much. Do I have to remain or?
Nope.
No, you can leave.
Okay, thank you so much.
Have a great one.
Have a good night.
You too. All right, next is a curb cut request for 33 to 35 Ward Street, and it's actually very similar to the previous request of the residents here, over there. Same exact scenario, so the existing driveway is 11.5 feet, and he wants to widen it by another 16 feet to make it a total of 27.5 feet, and very similar parking area too. It's not a super congested neighborhood. By doing this, it'll allow for more off-street car parking. I recommend this be approved, and I'll make a motion to approve it.
Motion to accept.
Is that Natalie?
No, Helen.
Helen.
Okay, maybe it's me that can't hear now.
I did it, Rand?
Anyone
No, you
opposed?
did good.
Madam Clerk, can you do a roll call, please?
Sure. Helen?
Yes.
Natalie,
Yes.
Tom,
Yes.
Sergeant Dolan.
Yes. Okay, that passes. You're all set, sir?
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Next on the agenda is 333 Dunbar Street. They're not here. Coincidentally, that is the exact same setup again. It's like the three in a row were very similar. They've got a 13-foot opening. They want to remove another 13 feet and make it a total of 26 feet. That's a quiet, single-family neighborhood. It would alleviate any extra on-street parking, so I make a motion that this also gets approved.
Second.
Natalie seconds the motion. Anyone opposed to it? Madam Clerk, can you do a roll call, please?
Helen,
Yes.
Natalie,
Yes.
Tom,
Yes.
Sergeant Dolan.
Yes. Okay, 333 Dunbar Street is approved. Next up is 173 Stafford Road. Okay, they're not present.
Messenger video.
The existing opening is 15 feet. They're requesting to remove another 8 feet to make the driveway opening another total of 23 feet. If you looked at the picture there, you'd see it's in between two businesses. And the curbing sticks out into what they actually use as a driveway. With them being businesses, all it's going to do is open up the, make entering the driveway easier. So I make a motion that this also gets approved.
Second.
Natalie seconded it. Anyone opposed to approving this? Madam Clerk, can you do a roll call, please?
Helen,
Yes.
Natalie,
Yes.
Tom,
Yes.
and Sergeant Dolan.
Yes. So that passes. Last on the curb cuts is a request for 676 Charles Street, up there at the corner. The existing driveway is 12 feet. They would like to add, I'm sorry, the existing is 15, they would like to add 12 to open the driveway up to 27 feet. That has no effect on the neighbor's parking, the way the house is situated. So I am making a motion to approve this application.
Motion to approve.
Seconded by Natalie. Anyone opposed to approving this?
Wait a second. Okay. Can I knock that down? That is honest.
I'm assuming.
I can't,
She's talking about this here.
that's that. Yeah, but see, that's, we approve the curb cut.
And then the engineer.
Then they worry about how they get the driveway in
Engineer.
there.
Huh?
The engineer. We approve the curb cut, and then the engineer takes over.
All right, is anyone opposed? Madam Clerk, can you do a roll call, please?
Sure. Helen,
Yes.
Natalie,
Yes.
Tom,
Yes.
Sergeant Dolan.
Yes. Okay, that passes. You're all set, sir. You're welcome. Okay, now we're moving on to the handicap parking applications. The first one is 797 Robeson Street. Right here in front of me. My first question to you is the address, I ran the plates just the other day, the address is still not coming back to 797 Robeson Street.
I just changed my address with the registry.
How, what's just? I just ran the plate like 2 days ago.
It might have been right after you checked,
Okay,
just like that.
I trust you.
Thank you.
Well, they're really behind on registration.
Oh, you do it online. Did you do it
I did
online?
online.
Yeah.
Still, they're really behind on that.
Okay, well, she said you did. I know you applied before and we turned it down, but now that it's clear that the car belongs to your husband, but
Yes.
you are the driver of the car.
I am.
That's fine, you're a married couple.
Yes, sir.
With that new information, I recommend that the traffic board approve this application because she's now the person that drives the car and it's registered to her husband, which is community property.
Well, we live together.
That's what I'm saying. No. The way the application came through before was that You just wanted it for your husband had a placard and that he needed,
We both have placards.
right. But the way that it came through before was not clear that
I
you
get
also had a
confused
placard.
I'm really smart, but I'm really stupid too.
Okay. But now, I'm making a
Everything's
motion that
correct.
this passes now.
Motion to make it pass.
Don't forget about the space.
Yep, Natalie seconds the motion.
She drives? I do.
She drives and
also
she has a
has a
handicap placard too, Helen.
Should have plaque it too.
I
It was-
only put my husband's name on there because it's registered to him.
Right.
The plate's in his name, and I thought that was the proper way to do it. That's why I put both of our names on there, but the woman in the office is instructing me how to do it correctly.
Yep, so now that it's corrected, we're in the middle of approving it. Is anyone opposed to approving this? Madam Clerk, can you do a roll call, please?
Sure. Helen,
Yeah.
Natalie,
Yes.
Tom,
Yes.
Sergeant Dolan.
Yes.
Thank
Okay.
you.
It's approved. Now, here's a sticky situation that's unique to you. You live above a pizza parlor.
He said it's okay.
Well, we don't need his permission.
Hold on. Anyone else that's applying for a handicap parking as well, just listen to the story here. That handicap parking,
It's for everybody.
anybody. Unfortunately for you, you live above a pizza parlor.
I know.
So if you're out and somebody decides they want to pick up a pizza and that spot is there and they have a placard,
Yeah.
they're able to park there.
Yeah.
Because of the handicap
Yeah.
spot is reserved for a handicapped person. Same thing with neighborhoods, sometimes your neighbors get visitors. If they have a placard, they can park there. The police department, we get a lot of calls from people saying, hey, so-and-so's in my parking
Right.
space. It's not your parking space,
Yeah.
it's reserved for a handicapped
Totally
person.
get that.
Now, I do have one question.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, there's an alleyway there. Is that what
No,
you?
it belongs to the laundromat.
So where do you enter into your apartment?
Right, so there's the entrance into the Highland Pizza. My entrance is to the left of that, and then we go up the stairs.
Near Highland Restaurant Supply,
My door's in the middle.
but I'm saying toward the
Toward
Highland
that
Restaurant
side, yes.
Supply
All right,
side?
so I have to put the space as close as possible to the entrance, and that's why I asked the question. I thought that you used the alleyway to get up to the
No.
second floor. So it's after the pizza place, okay.
Yes, the alleyway belongs to, that's the driveway, actually.
Yeah, it is.
And that belongs to the laundromat next door.
So I'll probably put the spot further away from Highland Pizza where the door is, okay.
Okay, do you want to explain the time
Yep.
frame for installing the signs too?
So this is the first step where, the application is heard and approved. Once this step is done, you're going to see the maintenance crew go down there and measure the spots. And we need the measurements because then it goes down to city council. So it's heard at the first city council, then it goes into ordinance meeting, it's approved in ordinance, it goes back into city council to be approved. So it takes anywhere between 6 to 8 weeks.
I was thinking by next Christmas.
No, you'll get it way before that.
Thank you.
Okay, you're all set, it's approved.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Next on the agenda is 315 Washington Street, over here. I went by there actually used to be a handicap.
Yes.
We took it away not too long ago. Tight parking, I don't think it was yours on the corner. No, you need it on the Washington Street side, correct? Okay. I make a motion that we approve this application.
Second.
Natalie seconds it. Is anyone opposed to it? Madam Clerk, can you take roll call, please?
Sure. Helen,
Yes.
Natalie,
Yes.
Tom,
Yes.
and Sergeant Dolan.
Yes. Okay, that carries. It's approved.
Thank you.
You're welcome. The next one is 899 North Main Street. Okay. The applicant doesn't drive? You're her daughter-in-law?
No, she doesn't drive, correct.
All right. We won't approve a handicap spot because you are able to pick her up even in front of her house if you have to. We've had people try to get spots for an ambulance to come pick them up daily. If the applicant doesn't drive, we're not going to approve a handicap spot in front of her house because you're going to pick her up. So you
I
can,
live there also, so she's
You live at 901, correct?
Yeah, that's the same address.
Yeah.
It's on her PCA also, and I also live there. And she's out constantly with me. But today I didn't bring her because I'm going to work.
No, I get that, but you can get in the car, even if it's parked
Right.
half a block away, and you can come in front of the house and she can walk out to the car and get in the car.
There's a lot of times there's no spots and you have to park in the parking lot,
No,
in the plaza.
the same way a cab would pick somebody up in front of their house. You can stop at the house and have her come right into your car. So it doesn't matter to her,
I just don't want to block the whole street because it's North Main Street. So
I know,
you
but,
have to get the wheelchair in and her in, and that will take about
Yeah,
5 or 10 minutes just to get her.
But here's what happened, so the placard is under your mom. It's got her photo and
Mother-in-law.
everything. I'm sorry, mother-in-law. So when you park the vehicle and she gets out and you get out, you already parked illegally because it's not your placard. So in order for us to approve a space, you would not be able to park there. You could only drop her off, then you'd have to leave that space. And that's why it gets denied, because the applicant has to drive, so the car is on the space at all times. You can't come home from work, park on the handicap spot, and then go upstairs, because then you're misuse of a placard.
Right, right.
That's why.
but if you're picking her up, I can tell you that no police officer is gonna give you a ticket for picking up your elderly mother-in-law in front of the house,
Right, right.
okay?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna make a motion that this be denied.
Motion to deny.
Natalie Mello seconds it. Anyone opposed to denying this motion?
I just thought it would have been too dangerous to walk in the middle of the streets.
Madam Clerk, can you take a roll call, please?
Who seconded it, please?
Natalie seconded. I made the motion.
Okay. Helen?
Yes.
Natalie?
Yes to the motion.
Yes to denying it.
Yes.
Okay. Tom?
Yes to deny.
And Sergeant Dolan.
Yes. Okay, it's denied. Next is for 127 Lafayette Street. And I know that's not CJ. I did want to get clarification that she wants it on Chester Street, but I'm pretty sure the way the house is set up, that's why she's requesting the Chester Street side.
Yeah, because her driver's license says 127 Lafayette, because I think that's where she lives.
Yes.
And it's the corner, and we've had HPs on Chester Street for that house a few years back, so, I mean, I can confirm it if the board approves this, I can call and confirm it with her before we do the measurements.
All right, well, I make a motion. Are you,
Nope, that's for miscellaneous.
okay. I make a motion that the handicap parking space at 127 Lafayette Street be approved.
Motion to approve.
Okay, I made the motion, Natalie seconded it. Is anyone opposed to approving this spot? Madam Clerk, can you take roll call, please?
Sure.
Sorry.
Helen? Helen?
I didn't get it.
Motion to approve? We're doing roll call.
Yes.
Motion to approve 127 Lafayette Street, Helen.
Okay.
Natalie?
Yes.
Tom?
Yes.
And Sergeant Dolan.
Yes. Okay, 127 Lafayette Street is approved. Just get clarification from her.
Right, can we also make a motion to have the signs go on
Chester
Chester
Street.
Street? Or did we make that on to?
Well, I mentioned that we want
Okay, very
clarification
good.
that
Okay.
that's where she wants it. All right, that's it for the handicap parking applications. Now, under miscellaneous requests. A letter explaining the difficulty on Manchester Street where it bends. It's directly across the street from 151 Manchester Street. There's some new houses there. Mr. C.J. Ferry wrote a letter explaining it. Having experience driving in that area, I understand exactly what he's talking about. Has everyone had a chance to read the letter from?
Yes, I have. I pass that corner every morning.
Tom?
That is a danger. I pass that every morning. He's absolutely right.
So I'm going to make a recommendation maybe we can discuss it first in case anybody has any way they want to change it. I'm going to recommend that we do no parking 20 feet before the corner and 20 feet after the corner on the east side of the street. So it's going to be a total of 40 feet of no parking.
Right.
But that will straighten out that corner a little bit.
Yes,
So.
that is a bad corner.
So you have my photo, right?
Yep.
So that's the corner right
Yes.
there. So you want to go 20 feet this way, 20 feet that way, and then no parking between
Yes.
signs?
Yes.
He's absolutely right.
That's what I was looking for. The trick is on the enforcement, because people there are adamant that, I mean, they literally park right on the
Yeah.
the pivot there. They don't care.
Does anyone have a different suggestion or any comment on that?
Once the signs go up, I mean, the PCOs will be told, because that's part of a sector, so each one that goes there every day, they'll go, I mean, they visit that area anyway, so they'll make sure
I see
that,
them all the time.
yeah, if there's any cars between those signs, they will get tagged, okay?
Okay, then I make the motion as I stated. 20 feet on either side of that particular bend in the road, we'll put no parking between signs there.
Motion to accept.
All right, I made the motion, Natalie seconded it. Anyone opposed to that?
No?
Madam Clerk, can you take roll call, please?
Sure. Helen,
Yes.
Natalie,
Yes.
Tom,
Yes.
Sergeant Dolan.
Yes. Okay, that passes. We'll put
Thank
the
you very
signs
much,
up
I
there.
appreciate it.
Now, it's going to be a little bit longer because it's not emergency preempt for HP, so it's got to do the first read and the second read.
I'm
I
familiar with
think
the
you're
process.
familiar, yeah,
I'm familiar with the process.
Very
I'm
good.
just glad that it's gonna be taken care of.
Very
because,
good.
I mean, numerous times, it's been head-on,
Yeah.
almost head-on collisions.
And then the maintenance guys will be marking both spots, so
Right.
you'll see the spots, okay?
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Have a great day.
You too. Now, on the agenda, we have Draper Street next.
Yep.
Okay, next on the miscellaneous request, the residents of Draper Street are asking for no parking signs on the Water Street or the west side of Draper Street, so that the road route will remain unobstructed for emergency vehicles. With the request for no parking, there's a letter explaining some of the issues. Anyone here from Draper Street? They're all here from Draper Street. All right, I know, I think the area you're requesting is where all the brand-new houses are built?
That's correct.
All right,
I think what we're talking about is at the bottom of Globe Mills Ave, when you take a left and you go down
I
past
went by there.
two residences and a vacant lot, there is a private way going down.
Yep, it looks
to
like the
where-
driveway to one of the houses.
Exactly, yeah, but it's a private way down to the railroad tracks where all of us live along the
Yep.
railroad tracks. It's our only access and egress through there, and when vehicles are parked on both sides, it's difficult for us to get a small car through there. God help us if a fire department. has
Now,
to get
is this on the part of Draper Street that runs north and south, or are you saying that little road that looks like a
North
driveway?
and south.
Right on top.
Draper, right on
Yeah, because
Draper.
I won't be able to do anything to the private way.
No,
I don't know
it's
what
not
it
the
is.
private
I
way.
don't know what it is.
Not the
Laura.
private way, it's Draper Street.
But we would also like to include the private way, because if we,
It's not city property.
okay.
I don't know what it is. I don't
So
know.
we'll put our own
It's
no
not.
parking signs. It's railroad, it's railroad.
Nobody parks on that private way.
No, nobody parks on that.
Nobody's gonna park on that
The
hill.
hill.
The part that
They
runs
will
east
if
and
they
west.
can't park.
They will
Yeah.
park if they can't find, there's like families in there migrating and they're
Yeah,
parking all
well,
over the
it's-
place.
They-
We can't even get out of there.
It's brand-new houses, correct?
No,
The,
go in the picture.
hold on, please. When the zoning board of appeals approved that style of subdivision, allowing them to put those single-family houses there, they restricted that parcel of land that's our access. So it's unaccepted private way. You don't have the
What do
authority
they
to.
call that?
You don't have the
It's,
authority
it's,
to put
it's,
a no
it's
parking
not,
on
it's a
that?
private road.
No, there's a word for it, though.
There can't be
Like
a
a,
sign.
like a common.
Well, Ms. Charette is the one that wrote the letter,
I
so, you know, she needs to state what the concerns are before we make a decision or anything. But that private road, I mean, it's either a private road, a dirt road, a paper street, Those are the names for it.
Easement.
Oh,
Right, but it's still a private road.
Yeah, all right,
where-
but that's putting the cart before the horse. This request is Draper Street.
Yep.
And I went by there. I know they're actually still building houses there, or they're still doing things in the houses there, so I can see the extra traffic there, too.
Only the corners, the most.
Right now, I got a couple of pictures here, if you'd like
Would you
to
like
see
to
it, they
see
took
it?
yesterday.
Sure, if you want to bring them up.
out.
This is Draper Street
Mhm.
here. See, see this over here?
That's your access to go down to Atlantic Boulevard,
That's to go
correct?
down. See how they, now this is during the day, during the week, yesterday.
Mhm.
Two cars are parked right there, side by side, on this side.
Right.
You can't get through to make the turn. Big truck can't get in there. Trash guys
Are
have a
these
problem.
still
We have-
contractors, or are these the property owners? Because this, is
Well,
that
I don't know,
Rhode
this
Island
one's
plates
from
on
Rhode
that?
Island. This
Yeah.
one's from Rhode Island.
That's what I'm
But
saying,
I
these
mean, on
houses
a
are still being
weekend-
built.
Right, but on the weekend, it's all the traffic.
Mhm.
There's only one house being built right now, all the rest are built.
Yeah.
And it's almost completely finished.
Yeah, yeah.
They're doing the landscaping now. But it's just that you, all we'd like to see is if, just keep back from that corner thing,
Mm-hmm.
you just keep back.
So then we can do a no
So
parking
you
here in
can,
the corner.
so you can
Corner.
make a, so we can make the turn. I mean, I had Cardi's deliver furniture, they couldn't get by.
And the fire department, the poor guys,
Where is it, right here?
there was a fire down that way, that they had to come down. They had difficulty coming
Here's
across.
Draper Street.
One of the firemen said, this is awful.
I can see that corner for sure doing something, but I can't see restricting parking on Draper yet unless, like I mentioned, Officer Ferris,
All right, so
What's gonna
right
happen
here
with
on
the plow
see
truck?
this?
have the fire
Yeah.
department maybe go by and evaluate whether they think they're
I mean, if the fire department,
Yeah.
if the fire department goes down there, their advice, they did a huge article on the no parking here to corner. And their advice is gonna be to put no parking here to corner.
Yeah, that I think we'd be amenable to.
No, well, this car's.
To actually bar people from parking on the whole west side of Draper
You know, this-
Street.
And this was
So you're
yesterday
gonna
during
have
the
something,
day.
there's another problem.
When it's a weekend,
Living
everybody's
with
home, the
Hathaway,
whole street
Glenn
is
sent
full.
people
You
down to
can't
plow
get
for us
through.
for the last
You
20
can't make
years.
the turn.
They
So if
can't,
they could just
the
at
plow
least put a
trucks have to
sign.
come down and they have
To
to
stay
clear one
back.
side.
But
But if you have
parking on
cars
one
parked
side
on
and
one
that
side.
No, if we have a parking ban, that's a whole different ballgame.
Yeah.
If we have a parking ban, they can't park on the hydrant side
They
most of
do,
the time.
yeah, but
So that would be, that's
Is there a
citywide though.
hydrant
That-
even there?
Yeah, there is.
There
There's a
is,
hydrant
okay.
on the east side of the
All
property.
right,
Do
so
the,
they
do the
can't.
homes have driveways?
Yeah.
They all
Yeah.
have driveways.
Yes.
and they're
Driveways.
parking-
Small cars?
They all got 4 or 5 cars.
Yeah, they do.
They'll park on that corner, though. The corner is tough. When they park on that corner.
You can't even get by.
All right, we'll do that. Let's do the corner.
Well, the corner, you don't need to put it into ordinance, because it's a Massachusetts law, unless we want to do more than 30 feet. So we can go as far as 30 feet without
You
going
gotta
to
put a
ordinance.
sign up?
Yeah,
But
that's what we're
if
talking
you
about
go,
now.
but if you go more than 30 feet, and that's what the board wants to do, then it does have to go into ordinance.
Let's,
Start with that.
yeah, let's put the no parking here to corner for 30 feet
I think
back.
we should do a study.
The fire department?
Yes, but we'll do the no parking here to corner first, and then we'll have the fire department also see what they think they need to fit their apparatus through there. If that no parking here to corner alleviates the issue, then they'll be fine.
That's good with that, that's good.
No, that's good work.
Come down
Good
and
to
take a
start off.
ride sometime when they're
Good to
parked
start
there,
off.
so
It's
just
the
so you
corners,
see
the
it,
issue.
you know?
The corner's the biggest issue.
All right.
So now I need to know now
Okay.
exactly what the sign, so,
On the west side of the street, just before, 30 feet before it turns down into that easement that they use to access
so
Atlantic
west
Boulevard.
side,
West
of
side of
Draper.
Draper Street,
Never solved the problem.
30 feet before the
Yeah, on the west side, on the west side. Water.
corner, 30 feet before the westbound easement.
On the water side,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
That's where the problems are
Yeah,
going.
the corner. right
Good.
there. 30 feet's perfect.
Okay.
It's that corner.
All right, so I make a motion that we put a no parking here to corner sign 30 feet from that corner on the west side of Draper Street. Well, that's why you have a vote, Helen. On the west side of Draper Street, 30 feet before that easement for the access to Atlantic Boulevard. That's my motion. Would anyone care to second that motion?
I'll second it.
I'll second.
All right, Officer Farris seconds the motion. Is anyone opposed to it?
Can you put your phone number here?
Yes.
I'm gonna give you a call, because I need to go down there and take a look at it.
Yeah, I'll meet you there.
Okay, no one's opposed to it. Madam Clerk, can you do a roll call,
You
please?
bet. All right, so we just approved the no parking here to corner to go back as far as 30 feet. Helen?
Helen?
Right.
Natalie?
Yes.
Tom?
Yes.
And Sergeant Doyle.
Yes. Okay, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna approve the no parking here to corner, and then we'll also have the fire department see if
Sure,
that's,
that works for
that's good
They can
enough.
make a swing.
Most
Thank you very
likely,
much.
most likely I'll go down with them. So the two
Yeah, I'll
of us
meet
will
you.
go down,
Yeah.
and then I'll give
Okay.
you.
Can meet you there, yeah.
Yeah, we can
Thank
meet
you.
you there.
All right.
Fine.
Yeah, I'll give you
You're
a call.
welcome.
Absolutely, I think you'll.
How are you?
Good to see you. It's my neighbor.
Lebanese on the board, he's gotta be Portuguese.
George, you're welcome.
How are you?
Thank you. It's my new neighbor. Jesus.
How you been?
Good, and you?
Behave.
Behave.
I have a couple of beers since you did.
I should have bought us one. We're gonna go back down to the water.
Exactly.
Bye, guys, thank you so much.
All right, you're welcome.
See you
Good
guys.
night.
Bye.
Okay, the next,
Oh, we've got the gentleman here with a curb cut.
yep, oh yeah, well, you know what, we can go back instead of, there's nobody else here. We'll take care of his curb cut application.
She retyped is what you gave me, and that's what she retyped.
All right, the new version is, existing curb cut is on Summerfield Street. The request is to add an additional 16 feet to the existing opening for a total of 34 feet. The
Yes.
city engineer has no objection to this request.
Yeah, 34 feet here. Yeah.
Right, but
Yeah, but
it
it
was
was-
the wrong
It was wrong.
street.
The paragraph
wrong
was
street.
written incorrectly.
Oh, wrong
Um,
street.
Right.
So here's the new
Where are you
application
putting-
corrected.
Where are you putting driveway on?
They're fixing it on a different,
Which street is the driveway going on? The opening?
Summerfield Street.
The existing driveway's on Summerfield, all they're doing is widening the driveway now.
on some of
It was written wrong before,
Oh,
say,
that's why the head section was wrong.
Right.
yeah, this is a new, that's what I just read out loud.
Just
So,
asking,
no, I'm not yelling at you, I'm talking loud so you can hear me.
just asking.
Get a reminder next week, next month for the earbuds, or I keep an extra in my purse for her.
All right, so now with the corrected application, I make a motion that this be approved.
Motion to be approved.
Seconded by Natalie. Is anyone opposed
Second.
to approving this?
Second.
Thirded by Helen. Madam Clerk, can you do a roll call, please?
Sure. Helen?
Yes.
Oh, no, I need that. Natalie?
Yes.
Tom?
Yes.
And Sergeant Dolan.
Yes. Okay, now your application is approved and it's all correct.
Okay. So what happens now?
It is now gonna go down to city council. When it goes into ordinance, the abutters are gonna be notified. And then if there's no issues or anything like that, it goes to council and it
I
gets.
don't understand butters, I don't understand.
Okay,
Your
so
neighbors.
what happens is, any curb cut, once you apply for a curb cut, the abutters are notified. As you can see, they have a couple of people here, okay? So they're gonna get a letter saying that you're gonna be opening up a curb cut. If nobody has any issues with it, but if someone does, they have a right to come to the ordinance meeting and discuss it, okay? So if no one has any issues with it, they pass it right along to city council and you'll be all set, you'll be notified,
Okay. And do I need to come to the city council meeting too?
You'll get a letter.
Okay,
okay?
all right. Is that it?
That's
Yes.
it.
All right, thank you very much.
Thank you for
Okay.
being patient with us.
What's that?
Thank you for being patient.
Oh, no problem. Thank you.
You're welcome.
We didn't do anything, we had it, we,
But that was nice of him. He didn't, he wasn't sure.
engineering
We
did
didn't
kind
need
of-
the patience, I'm sorry.
We
I need patience today.
What are we
Okay,
doing?
next on the agenda, a request from a resident of Gray Street to have the board look into Gray Street in regards to the parking on both sides. There are no sidewalks on both sides. When cars are parked on both sides, the street does become very narrow. With the request is a letter that outlines some of the issues. Laura, could you enlighten us on this request?
What happened was a couple of months ago, Gray Street, newly paved, no sidewalks, vehicles that don't have driveways parked right up against their property line. So we got a complaint that people were walking on the street. PCOs went, tagged a few cars, got calls from the residents. They were like, we've always done that, we don't have a driveway, we park on the street. So we emailed back and forth, and at first we had suggested making no parking on one side, but that's gonna hurt the residents more. So the last conversation that I had with this lady who sent the email was to leave it alone. What was stated was that if we do get another call, whether it's us or the police department, we do have to go and visit the situation. So she had said to just leave it alone and not do the one-way nor the no parking, because that's only gonna hurt the neighbors.
Just for some enlightenment, Grace Street, you probably have never heard of it.
Nope, never heard of it.
It's a little dead-end street off the top of Brayton Avenue. I think there's maybe 8 houses in total on Grace Street, so it's not heavily traveled either. I think this is a case where somebody was upset that they had to walk in the street, but it's a dead-end street, and they called, and now they're kind of regretting it because they don't,
It's a dead-end street.
it doesn't really need the enforcement that they were asking
I think we
for.
can do anything there.
Right.
So we can either make a motion to just,
Motion to deny.
well, you're not
There's-
denying
this-
anything.
It was just to be looked into.
Yeah, so you can do a motion to just rescind and file it away.
Well, it was just asking for our input, basically.
Right.
So we basically just,
So there's our input.
yeah.
There's nothing motionable.
No, there's nothing to approve, there's nothing to make a motion, it's just to leave it alone.
Okay. File it. Motion to file. How's that?
All right, I'll second that motion to file it.
Okay.
Anyone opposed to filing it? Madam Clerk, can you do a roll call on filing that motion?
Helen?
Yes.
Nat-
Motion to file the paperwork.
Yes.
Natalie?
Yes, darling.
Tom?
File it.
Sergeant Dolan?
Yes.
Did we just pick on one?
Huh?
Did we just pick on one?
Okay, next is a request from a resident of 219 Eagle Street to place a stop sign on William Street at Eagle Street for eastbound traffic. The resident has written a letter explaining some of the safety issues that are occurring at the mentioned intersection. This has come before the board before, and it was denied. I read this letter. There is no new information in their second request. They're just asking for a second time. I checked our in-house computer system at the Fall River Police Department, and in the past 5 years, we have had a total of 3 car accidents reported to us at William and Eagle Street. The way that intersection is set up, it's unique that eastbound traffic on William Street has to stop because William Street becomes a one-way after it crosses Eagle Street, becomes a one-way west. So I don't see the need to put up another sign on that street telling people to stop there because you have to stop. There's nothing else to do before you merge into the traffic on Eagle Street. But it is open for discussion if anybody has any other ideas.
Chief. Sergeant, was there a stop sign here at one time? There's a pole.
No,
there.
that used to be time signs, so
Oh.
we plopped a do not enter there.
Oh, so yeah, since the last meeting, the traffic department has put a do not enter sign there,
Oh.
explaining to the people that it becomes a one-way street.
Oh. That's fine with me.
There's no new information in the request, it's just a second
What does she
request.
want? The one way?
Yeah, right now you have a stop sign in Eagle, so traffic on Eagle heading south stops. Her concern is the traffic
Yeah.
on William.
It's gonna be on the
She's
same
claiming that they don't always stop and they go right through, and that's where she says that's where the accidents occur.
And you know what, not for nothing, Sergeant, I've been seeing more and more every day. People don't even pay attention to stop signs. They go, "Prrrr,"
Some people resent stop signs, as I brought up in some meetings.
But if you put a do not enter sign, I think that's
We already did
sufficient.
that. There's one on Eagle.
I mean, how much more can you do?
I make a motion that we leave that intersection as is for now, based upon my traffic information of only 3 car accidents in 5 years.
That's not bad.
No, it's not bad at all.
No.
I think that intersection is set up as well as it can be. We've got the new do not enter sign. I think sometimes you can get signage overload.
Yeah.
So I make a motion that we leave the intersection as is.
I second it.
Anyone opposed to leaving the intersection as is? Madam Clerk, can you do roll call, please?
Sure. Helen,
Yes, they're gonna,
Natalie,
Yes.
Tom,
Yes.
and Sergeant.
Yes. The last miscellaneous request for the traffic board is from the school department. This request is very similar to the request
take
from...
the one on Manchester Street.
Exactly, it's just like the one on Manchester Street for
Yep.
CJ Ferry. Fifth Street has a bend, it's a one-way street southbound. It's got a bend there that makes it difficult for the larger school buses to make the corner, and some of them have actually not been able to make the corner according to the letter. So,
Well, same thing.
I went by Fifth Street, and I proposed exactly what we did on Manchester Street. I proposed that little bend in the road is actually a corner. I don't know, is that in the picture?
Yeah.
Yeah, right here. So
Yep.
your corner's right here.
Well, that's the outside.
Right.
I'm
So you
making
want
my,
to go-
it's a one-way street, so I'm making a proposal on the east side of the street to do this, so the buses, because it's a one-way anyway.
Right,
So the car's on the other side of the street, Laura.
Here?
this side.
Yep. On the
Okay.
inside, basically,
I didn't take a
right?
picture of that one.
Yep. That's okay.
That's okay.
But, 'cause
So
that's,
so it goes like this,
Right.
yes,
and then you want a sign here and a sign here?
yes. So,
Okay.
on the east side of Fifth Street, and I even looked up the addresses there, it's just south of 285th Street. Put a sign there, no parking here at the corner, make that one 20 feet,
South of what?
south of 285th Street.
Okay.
And then after that corner, 20 feet away, put a sign, no parking here at the corner, or no parking between signs, it wouldn't matter.
Be from that black car around the corner, right?
But this is on the
On
other
the
side of the
other side,
pictures,
Yeah, this
Helen.
side, on the east side.
This side.
East, yes.
Yeah, that's what I said, the
Yeah.
black car.
Yeah.
The other sign would be right around the area of 296 Fifth Street.
Oh my God, we'll just get that one.
Okay, perfect.
So that's my proposal, that we do exactly what we did on Manchester Street.
Yep.
20 feet
Yep.
prior to the corner, and then
Yep.
20 feet after the corner, no parking here to corner.
Absolutely.
Okay, it sounds like Helen wants to second that one. She's pretty enthusiastic about it. Is anyone opposed to the signage that, as I described it? Okay, Madam Clerk, can you do roll call?
Got my voice today.
Good sign.
Yeah, but you don't, oh, you're checking, okay,
Throughout the area.
okay. So Helen? Roll call, yes. Natalie?
Yes.
Tom?
Yes.
And Sergeant Dolan.
Yes. Okay. On the agenda next is rescinded handicap spots. Request from the traffic department to have the following handicap spaces rescinded due to individuals no longer utilizing the space because they have either moved, no longer drive, or have passed away. 4th Street, Almy Street, Goss Street, 4th Street, Globe Street, and Globe Street. I make a motion that we rescind those handicap spots.
Second it.
Seconded by Natalie. Anyone opposed to rescinding those spots? Madam Clerk, can you do a roll call, please?
Or Helen?
Yes.
Natalie?
Yes.
Tom?
Yes.
Sergeant Dolan.
Yes. Okay, those spots will all be rescinded. Is there any other business that we need to discuss?
I have something.
Yes.
Now that summer is here, a lot of parks there should be some signs put, children at play, slow, children is in the area. I don't see any, we used to have some around the Chunter tot lot. There's nothing there. Ruggles Park, there's nothing, children at play. There's nothing that states children, slow, whatever.
The sidewalk mounted ones, the hard mounted ones?
No, she's talking about the
The
yellow
little portable
signs. It's
ones?
like, no, it's the diamond shaped ones that says children at play or children at playground.
So where'd they go?
Caution, so they go on a pole.
No, where did they go if we used to have them and they're not there anymore?
They could have gotten knocked down and nobody calls to replace them. I mean, I don't have a list of them, but what I did say to Natalie is I can order some new ones because I don't have enough of those. And then we can go to each park and place 2 or 3 as needed.
I have a neighbor that, Odette Costa, she was saying, oh my God, these cars are flying about the park. She goes to both parks and kind of cleans up a little bit, and she goes, the traffic's unbelievable, and they should have signs up. I said, you know what? We had signs, I don't know what happened to them. So, it's pretty, some of the
What I'm gonna
areas
do is
are pretty busy.
I'll give Nancy a call. She'll give me a list of all the parks. And then I'll order the signage and then have my maintenance guys go to each location and put up 1, 2, or 3.
Oh, yeah, I was gonna say, or check first before you
Yeah.
order the
Oh, yeah.
signs.
I mean, I can speak for this, like, our area, but I can't speak for the other, but I think that's a good thing to check all the parks.
Yeah,
All-
and then decide how many to order.
Right.
Okay.
Does that even require a motion? That's just
No, because
replacing
that's
signs.
just, just checking. I know of a couple of areas that doesn't have it. And I know at Spencer Borden, the kids play in that
Yes,
playground, there's
yes.
nothing there, just, so, okay.
Sounds good. Gotta keep these kids safe.
Anything else to discuss?
Motion to adjourn, please.
Oh, there's a motion to adjourn. Anyone care to second it?
Second.
Go ahead.
Anyone opposed to adjournment?
Motion to adjourn.
Madam Clerk, can we take a roll call for adjourning?
Sure. Motion to adjourn the meeting. Helen?
Yes.
Natalie?
Yes.
Tom?
Yes.
And Sergeant Dillon.
Yes.
And what
This
time is it,
meeting
please?
is adjourned, 4:52.
Ooh,
Right down. Are you?
all right.